We are so good. Yes, yeah. Okay, real talk. I'm just kidding. A lot of people that ask us like, oh, what do you do? And Steph's like, oh, I do makeup. And they're like, wow, and they actually heard your story. They're all like, oh my God, that's so cool. And I think that was the confidence that you needed, you know?
You can say it a million times, believe in yourself, who cares about the chair, you're still the same person. But when you get it consistently throughout a whole day, it's so crazy.
Especially from people that you look up to.
Yeah.
This is your world here. It's so cool for me to see you going through this right now, because I went through this a few years ago when I met Allie. But then just recently I'm going through it where I'm like, okay, I actually have to embrace my chair. And so many people get injured and they're like, I hate my chair, I hate my chair, I hate my chair. Yes, I hate my chair, but I don't want to keep going through my life hating my chair for years and years and years. It was so cool to experience it from an outsider's perspective, seeing you be like, wow, like, okay, I'm embracing my chair, and I actually, I should love this, because this is what's gonna make me different from everyone else.
I've said it a million times on my channel, love yourself no matter what. But it's like, you have to fake it until you make it. Fake it until you actually believe in yourself, and you know, saying it over and over again, it helps. With my twin, with you, with my mom, or anybody who's like close to me, it's easy for them to say that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Completely.
so easy. But these people had no idea who I was.
Yeah. Because I've been saying, you are so awesome, oh my God, you're so talented. And of course, because I'm so close to her, she's like, you know, which, trust me, I do the same thing with my like family and friends too. I think it's so important for people to see this and then see
the other side of things. Because like I've said on my Instagram before, you guys see the bits and pieces of my world that I want you guys to see. And it's usually the joyous parts of it, and me, you know, embracing who I am. But there's a lot of days where you don't feel like yourself, because you're not your old normal. But this is now my new normal, and this is a part of my world that people should see. I come from insecurity, and as well, it's so important to take a day and, you know, and then be re-encouraged the next day.
We're human.
We're human.
We're human. As much as we put on our social media like, oh, I'm having so much fun, oh my God, hi. We still feel different. If we aren't gonna get up tomorrow, if we're not gonna be walking or get our hand function back tomorrow, then we might as well embrace what we do have and what we can do until we are able to walk, until we are able to get our hand function back or our core function back, because we don't know when that day is gonna happen. There's no one waving a magical baton being like, I'm gonna cure you, I'm gonna cure you. Until that day happens, until there's a pill that we're able to take and be normal, what the society accepts as normal, we should just embrace what we have and be who we are and follow our dreams. Because what if we can't do that? What if we aren't able to do that one day? And then when we're 50 years old, like moving on with our lives, and then we express like that we are okay with who we are, we've lost all those times.
Like I told my mom the other day, my injury doesn't take a break so that I can live my life. So why am I going to stop living my life because of my injury? I'm not going to make my life about my recovery. And I feel like people need to understand that your life still goes on.
Yeah. I want to still do what I want to do. I want to follow my dreams. I feel like once you get through that point, I mean, don't get me wrong, like we're still gonna have those days of like, I'm just over it. I just, don't give me my wheelchair. I don't want to put it together. I don't want to do anything. We're still gonna have those few days. It's gonna happen. We're human. But as long as we realize and we make that like switch in our brain that like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm me. I am who I am, and I love me and I love my life. Their opportunities are just gonna start flooding. You're gonna be so focused on that rather than what you cannot do. That's the part where I'm at right now. I can't even focus on the fact that I can't use my legs. I mean,
I didn't even think about that once today.
Really?
Not once. I felt like I blended in perfectly fine today.
Oh, I love
Yesterday, on the other hand, at the Tyra thing, I was so quiet. I was like this the whole time. I was quiet. I felt like I didn't belong there.
But today I think really reassured you that you are just like them, you know?
Something I've always said, and has always been my motto since I was, you know, writing poetry years ago before my accident, I always say, think less of what you lost and more of what you still have. And I feel like God gave me that implanted in my head years before my injury so that it would prepare me for this. to think less of what, you know, I don't have, less of what I lost, and more of who I still am and what I still have, and just embrace it. Okay, thank you so much for today.
I love you. I'm so proud of you. She's still blowing up.
Yes.
I hope you guys enjoyed this talk with us, because her and I have these talks all the time, and we're always like, we need to put the camera up, because there's so many of you out there that don't get that talk with someone that you know, can relate to. So I want you guys to be in on this conversation, because you guys deserve this as well. You guys deserve this conversation. You guys need to hear it, and so many people don't.
I think they need to hear it from people like us who are in this, like, the SCI world, who like try our best to make a difference
And also put themselves out there.
Exactly.
We
We put ourselves out there
for you guys.
but we make our life sound so glamorous, like we're so confident, but we have this talk all the time where we're just like you guys,
Because we have to remind ourselves, because it's not easy.
It's not. So yeah, you guys, love yourselves and get out there and do something that you're afraid of, because the only thing that's going to stop you is fear. And if you eliminate fear, you'll be unstoppable.
I agree. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. We had so much fun today.
We did.
Bye.